What's up, ballers? It's Bobby Buckets back with another episode of NBA Live Mobile. As you can see up at the top, they actually brought back the shooting guard packs. Not really worth it to me because the only 84 overall elite base card is Jimmy Butler. He sells for like $70,000, and especially considering he's the only one, takes away pretty much all your odds for getting an elite, especially in the span of 7 packs. You could get a James Harden, but the odds of that happening are very, very slim. So today we're going to do something different. We're going to do my All-NBA First Team builder. So basically, I'm going to be going through the players, picking my All-NBA First Team players. Some of you might disagree with me on this, some of you might not. Let me know what you think, who I should change around. This season's actually pretty tough to pick. I know a lot of people don't like Steph Curry for some reason, but you can't argue that he has to be up there. He has for this season, he has one of the highest player efficiency ratings of all time. He's the leading scorer. He's on the best team in the league. You just can't argue that he has to be up there. So Steph Curry is going to be my pick number 1. Next thing I'm going to have to decide is whether I'm going to do all of these guys in position or by best players in the league. So since they do it for All-NBA by position, that's how I'm going to do it for this episode. Next position, you got shooting guard. We're actually going to take a little bit of a look at some of the league leaders. It's going to be really hard to pick a shooting guard. I might actually put a point guard out of position there because there's just so many good point guards and not that many good shooting guards. Like, you got James Harden at shooting guard. He is second in the league in scoring, but he's also averaging 4.5 turnovers per game, which is terrible. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a very good shooting percentage either. Also, I'm just not a big James Harden fan. He's kind of rude, doesn't really pass the ball. He has had a couple of high assist games this season, but in general, pretty much what he does is either shoot threes or flop as he goes to the basket. So I'm not a huge James Harden fan. I'm very tempted. You see, you got so many good options. If you take a look down here, you got Russell Westbrook, who's in the top 5 in the league, and he's not quite up there for points. His points have actually declined a little bit, but he's right out of the top. I'm sure he's number 6 or 7. He's in the top 5 in steals, as well as Steph Curry, another reason you got to have him in there. So I would say, especially considering the season he's having, I think he tied one of Magic Johnson's seasons right now for second most triple-doubles in a season. So you got to have Russell Westbrook in there. He's not going to win the MVP simply because Steph Curry's in the league, and with the way that he's playing and the team that he's on, he kind of has to win the MVP. But I'm going to stick Russell Westbrook in there at my shooting guard. He's probably more of a pure point guard than Steph is, so if you wanted, you could flip Steph over to shooting guard, but you go either way. Next position is small forward. So you can see in the game, I have LeBron James at small forward. He's always going to be one of the best players in the league, but I just have a hard time putting him as the best small forward in the league with Kawhi Leonard in there. And you got to consider Kevin Durant too. He's up in the top in scoring. It's just a tough decision. Kevin Durant's averaging 3 more points per game. He doesn't quite do as much for his team because his main game is scoring. A lot of people say LeBron James does more for his team than anyone in the league. Okay, that just means that his team should be better. I mean, he has 2 people on his team that used to be all-stars, and they came to the team and all they do is get injured or screw up. Those 2 people being Kyrie or Kevin Love. So Kyrie hasn't really screwed up much. He's just injured, and Kevin Love just, I don't know. I feel like he hasn't had a very good attitude the entire time that he's been in Cleveland. So even though I have a really hard time choosing between Kawhi and LeBron, take a look at LeBron's stats. He's got 90 speed, 86 dribbling. With the impact players, 81 three-pointer, 91 shooting, 84 defense, 89 passing. Switch in Kawhi. Oh, he doesn't fit the requirement. Oh, we'll switch over to balanced. I didn't even have the right lineup up. Oh, yeah, I switched it around for whatever. So we'll look at the difference between difference between LeBron and Kawhi's stats. So Kawhi, for some reason, I'm not sure why LeBron's defense is so high, especially considering where he is compared to Kawhi. Kawhi has an 87, LeBron has an 84. Kawhi is a way better defender than LeBron. LeBron's a good defender, but he's not anywhere close to Kawhi. I would say you probably do have to give the small forward spot to LeBron James simply because of the fact that he can get triple doubles, he can go off for an amazing game, he is averaging more points. Probably in the future, Kawhi will pass him at some point. He's still a really young player. And as people like Tony Parker and Tim Duncan age out, he's going to get more and more points because most of the people on his team are like super old, except for LaMarcus Aldridge, who will also probably score more in the future. So I'll put LeBron James in at my small forward spot. Next position is power forward. I have a little bit of a hard time at this position too because there aren't really that many good power forwards in the league. You've got Anthony Davis, but he's not really having a very good season. He is up there in blocks, but that's about it. It's just a tough decision. I wish there were better options. If we're looking at center, obviously you got to pick Demarcus Cousins because he's in top 5 in points and rebounds and blocks, I think. Maybe not blocks. No, he's not much of a defender, but you've got to have him as your best center because he does the most all around as a center, especially scoring wise. Averaging 27 points per game as a center in a league that's becoming more and more of a shooter's league. So, I don't know. Let's take a look more at the... Oh, wait. That's DeMarcus Cousins, not the rebounds. Let's see. League leaders. I have an inchworm crawling on me. That's nice. Let's see. I'm going to go to rebounds just to kind of refresh me on who we have at power forward. Julius Randle's obviously not going to be in there. Kevin Love's not playing well. Oh, Draymond Green. I totally forgot about him. I don't know. He does a lot for his team, but he's not... I don't think he's all NBA yet. He did get his first All-Star appearance this year. LaMarcus Aldridge hasn't been that good. Man, I'm surprised by how poor the power forwards have been this season. Porzingis is on the rise, but he's still not even close to being All-NBA. I don't know. If we're putting people in position as the winners... It's such a hard decision. Yeah, I guess we got to go, if we're doing in position, go Anthony Davis. He is, let's see, game played. We'll take a look at his overall stats for the season. Also, because his team has been so disappointing, they made the playoffs last season, and they've just been terrible this season. So he's averaging, oh, wow, I didn't even realize he was averaging 24, 10, and 2. Yeah, I guess you got to put Anthony Davis in there as your power forward. So I have most of these players. Let's see, Anthony Davis in there. I don't think they even have a Demarcus Cousins card, which is really weird. Not sure why. You got Steph Curry up there. I don't have a Westbrook card right now. I want to go and check and see if they have a Demarcus Cousins card. I haven't seen one before. Maybe I just wasn't looking. We'll search Cousins. Let's see. No DeMarcus Cousins. Well, maybe they'll get him added sometime soon. I might check and see if there's a Russell Westbrook, just so I can have my team filled out. Let's go search. I'm tapping it, and nothing's happening. Okay. Westbrook. Search. There probably aren't any cheap ones up there. Oh, 170,000 is actually not too bad. You know what? I might go ahead and buy him. So it's an actual team builder episode and not just me giving my opinions about all the players in the NBA. So we'll go to my team. Drop Russell. Let's see. We'll go to my balanced lineup. Drop Russell Westbrook in at shooting guard just because rating-wise, we're going to put Steph Curry over Russell Westbrook, so we'll put him in. So there is my All-NBA first-team team builder, with the exception of Demarcus Cousins, because for some reason they don't have his card. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time.